Not alone. And as you prepare for retirement, you're facing a bit of a wild ride in the stock market and lots of happenings in the world that you have no control over. Plus inflation, higher taxes, just a lot to think about. Not easy. And a magic wand won't keep your retirement secure. At Fitucci & Associates, Don't Invest and Forget powered by Proxy, our team can certainly help. Their specialty is simple, helping people develop a solid plan for retirement to help generate predictable income and take a lot of the worry away, which is nice. Check out a free consultation in person at one of our several Bay Area offices or a Zoom meeting, or simply over the phone. Visit don'tinvestandforget.com or call 888-PLAN-WISE. That's don'tinvestandforget.com or 888-PLAN-WISE. You've heard about leavingthebayarea.com and have considered making the move, but it can be overwhelming. That's where Scott and his team come in. Listen to Brian's story.
My wife and I met with Scott Fuller because we were leaving California due to cost of living and bad business environment. Their team delivered everything that we needed. They helped us with movers. They got us a great price for our home in San Ramon and found us a great home in Scottsdale, Arizona. It was a seamless and easy transaction. They helped me get our pool guy and our school specialist that helped us to integrate our children into the school system. They changed our move from a scary thing to an adventure. My family is happily living in Scottsdale, Arizona now because their team helped us.
Discover how easy it can be to relocate to a better lifestyle. Whether you're ready to move now or just starting to think about it, our free service can help you. Buying, selling, relocating, simplified. LeavingTheBayArea.com.
Enter REI license 689345000.
Talk Radio 560 KSMO San Francisco, a Cumulus station. It's easy to listen when you're at home. Just tell Alexa or Google to play KSMO. She'll stay, but in the background. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who would have to give up the gavel in January, announcing she will not take a leadership position in the next Congress.
Nancy Pelosi served for 2 decades leading House Democrats as Speaker or as Democratic leader. In a statement, President Biden said when he thinks of Pelosi, he thinks of dignity. There was speculation that Pelosi might stay since Democrats would have a narrow minority. This will now set off a scramble to succeed her. Most eyes are on Democratic Caucus Chairman Hakeem Jeffrey.
Fox's Jet Program reports from the Capitol that House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer and Majority Whip James Clyburn will also step back from leadership. More provocation from North Korea launching what Japan says was a long-range ballistic missile early Friday, which Japan's defense minister says would be capable of striking targets in the U.S. South Korea's Prime Minister Duck Soo-han reacting.
We strongly condemn this treason act. I'd like to emphasize that such illegal activities by the DPR will never be tolerated, and the international community must unite to respond in a resolute manner.
The missile flew about 3,600 miles before splashing down just outside Japan's territorial waters. The Biden administration will ask the U.S. Supreme Court to give the go-ahead to restart the president's student loan debt forgiveness program, currently blocked by 2 lower court rulings. Alabama tried to put convicted killer Kenneth Smith to death last evening, but a federal appeals court blocked it over concerns about previous executions. The Supreme Court lifted that stay and gave the go-ahead, but the execution team could not start a second IV line required by their execution protocol as the remaining time on the death warrant expired. Smith has been returned to his cell on death row to await a new execution date. America is listening to Fox News. Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hand.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
5 inches of rain by tomorrow.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcast.com. Connect to Fox News Audio and the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcast from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now. In a sharp turnaround, the Biden administration says Saudi Arabia's crown prince has immunity from a lawsuit filed against him over the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
Despite President Biden's campaign vow to make Saudi Arabia a, quote, pariah over the 2018 killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi inside the nation's consulate, the Justice Department is moving to shield Saudi's crown prince Mohammed bin Salman from prosecution. The Biden administration now argues the crown prince's senior position makes him immune to a lawsuit in the U.S. brought by Khashoggi's fiancée. Bin Salman has denied ordering the killing, but later admitted it happened under his watch. While the State Department says the move is purely a legal determination, the request is non-binding, as the judge will ultimately decide whether or not to grant immunity. In Washington, Charles Angel, Fox News.
The federal judge today will decide whether disgraced Theranos CEO Elizabeth Holmes should serve a long prison sentence for duping investors and endangering patients while peddling a bogus blood testing technology. A do not travel order is posted to the area around Buffalo, New York, getting hit with their first big snowstorm of the season. 12 to 18 inches of lake-effect snow expected overnight. Snowfall totals could reach 4 feet by Sunday. The NFL has moved Sunday's Buffalo Bills game against the Browns to Detroit because of the storm. Federal highway safety regulators have told New Jersey to stop getting creative with the messages on those highway safety signs.
The signs are meant to encourage people to drive more safely, but with a spoonful of banter. Messages like, hocus pocus, drive with focus, and we'll be blunt, don't drive high, grabbing as designed the attention of motorists. The Federal Highway Administration ordering the signs be taken down even though they were so popular, the state was prompted to ask drivers to not take photos of them while behind the wheel. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
And I'm Jack Callahan. This is Fox News.
When Bill and I needed new windows over 20 years ago, we picked a company we thought would do a good job. We were so disappointed.
So we saw a genuine need for a company with strong character, one that people could have faith in.
American Vision Windows was born right then and there.
The best thing about working for American Vision Windows, and with customers specifically, is having their dreams come true. And we try to accomplish the best job we can to make them happy.
It was a great experience. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
I've been in the construction trades for 35 years. The level of quality of products that they use for their prep work was top-notch.
American Vision Windows continues to revolutionize the home improvement industry, one customer at a time. Will change the lives of our employees.
Happy employees, happy customers.
0% interest, 0 payments for 12 months. Call 855-339-9956. That's 855-339-9956. Or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com.
On approved credit, not all applicants will qualify. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Customers only. Restrictions apply. Call or see website for details. Offer expires 11/30/2022. See SLU for services.
Radio. Gary McNamara and Eric Harley talk about everything from politics to social issues and news in the day. Whether you're up late or you're just starting your day, welcome to the show. This is Red Eye Radio.
All across the USA and around the planet, 866-90 Red Eye. He is Eric Harley, and I'm Gary McNamara. Good morning. Download our Red Eye Radio app today, and you can listen to the show when you choose. Well, what's going on in the news? Nancy Pelosi exits stage left. I'm not going to, as others have done, go through her history. There's no need for that. No, she's done. We move on. Who is the front runner to replace her? Hakeem Jeffries from New York, a Democrat from New York, as far left as you possibly can get. Now remember, it was either late last year or early this year when it was going around that the old guard, I'm not calling Nancy old, but she's old, including in the House, it would of course include the outgoing Speaker, Steny Hoyer, and then over in the Senate, Chuck Schumer. And this idea was, we've got to keep the young liberals at bay. Somebody even wrote the piece. Oh, was it National Review? I got to go find it, because it was basically, Nancy kept the House, we don't want to, we don't want to sit here and praise her, but she kept the House from going even further left. She kept the house from being taken over by the radicals.